Can you hear me okay, Kat? All right, good deal. Yeah, that's what I done that while we were watching Daniels live. I just done that to see what it was going to look like. I believe I'm going to try to make some signs out of them if I can get people interested in them. Hey, little blue, how are you doing today? Yeah, I'm glad you didn't miss it either. I've been sick past few weeks. I had a pretty bad virus, and then I got dehydrated after that. I'm just now bouncing back. Hey, Olay! Yeah, whatever virus I had, the test that they had at the emergency room, they only tested for flu A, flu V, COVID, and RSV. And it wasn't any of them, but it was terrible. I even looked bad. I walked into work after I had missed 2 days, and they said, "Are you still sick?" And I said, "Yeah, kinda." And they said, "Go see the nurse." They didn't even want me in there working. Sorry it took me so long to get down here. I fell while I was coming through the kitchen. So everybody got some good projects going on. You see, you can be lucky like me and nobody ever call you out in any of those challenges. I'm the least skilled of yous, so I won't get called out in those. Little Blue, I love macrame. It's cool. Back when survival bracelets were all the rage, You know, the paracord bracelets, I always wondered if people realized that was actually technically macrame. There ain't nobody watching but Olay, and Olay's not going to call me out. Back when I had access to my Etsy store, I used to sell them on my Etsy store, but I can't access it anymore because I no longer have the bank account number because it was a shared account with me and my ex-wife. So that Etsy shop is no more. Everything I make, LA, every prototype goes to my fiance. She gets all of it. Yeah, Kat, I'm going to open one up this week. I should have an okay check, so I should be able to spend the $15 to do that. I was going to get me a drill press this week, but since I'm going to have to replace my phone, I don't guess that's going to happen. But maybe on the 1st. I've been buying a few every week. I have, let's see here. I have 10 hole pickets, and I've got another one that is short by about 15 inches. Hey there, is it Beckus? That's funny you said that, Cat. See, Cat, that was what I was doing earlier. That was part of the short that I was recording. Getting jars is going to be a pain, though. I might have to switch out and start using pint jars instead of half pints because these half pint jars that I was getting at Walmart are about the right size, height, and everything. But Walmart was out, so I called around and Tractor Supply had some, but their half pint jars are kind of short. Too short for the bee traps, I think. So they only had pints. Hey there, old Pat, how's it going? So I done the only logical thing I could do, Cat, and that was to where I had put all of my natural stains in what half pint jars I had left. I just went ahead and poured it into the shorter ones and took the bigger ones outside and put them in some soapy water to soak for a while, and I'm gonna wash them tomorrow. How you doing, old pal? Did I ask you that already? Sorry. I'm not all there tonight. Are you into woodworking, Bacchus? Are you still even in here? Thank you. It says never give up. Which is advice I could use right now. Dollar General had it in a like 5 or 6 pack of them. Hey, Armando. I tell you what, guys, it's been a long week. I was going to do this live yesterday, but they made me work till like 8 o'clock. The only reason we got off at 8 was because the line tore up. I had nothing to do with it. I swear, this time. Yeah, little blue, I got a little bit of rest today. I got up at 9 and I sat around and played games till my fiance got up, and then we went to town and picked up some jars and a couple of fence pickets and a 2x6. And then I come home and done everything everybody asked me to do for a little bit, and then took a nap and got up from my nap at 6:45 and started trying to get downstairs, and it was 8 o'clock before I ever got downstairs first time. Oh crap, I didn't fix my chat thingy. There we go. Okay. My week don't get started till I wake up Monday morning at 9 o'clock. Yeah, it's definitely been an eventful day for sure. My dog decided he was going to try to chew his way back into the house and tore the bottom of the door frame out trying to get in. I got it put back together, but he's tore the siding off the front of the house. I don't know. He's getting crazy here lately. I don't even think my dad knows how to play chess. Even if he did, he wouldn't play with me anyway, but it is what it is. I was going to do a little bit of building for you guys, but after that fall I took upstairs, I just don't think I should be anymore. I have fallen twice this week. About choked to death on a honey bun because I laughed at somebody for falling. I guess me falling is karma for laughing at them, but I don't even know if I can do a build on a live or not. I'm going to try it one of these days, though. I enjoy doing lives. It actually allows me to talk to people without being around people. Yes, Little Blue. I literally just made them. The paint's still wet. I just painted them right before I went live. Well, I mean, I had stencils for them. I just taped the stencils to the wood after I cut it and sanded it down and spray painted it, but still, that counts as making it, in my opinion. But yeah, I've got the whole alphabet worth of Scrabble pieces, stencils, so I'm going to start making some signs for people if I can. It looks like people are selling them between $3 and $5 a letter, so. Well, thank you, Blue. I appreciate that. Let's see, Cat's already seen them, but the rest of you haven't. I went out and found some Bolivian rosewood. And you talk about some beautiful wood grain, let me tell you. They are gorgeous. I don't know if you can even see them or not from there. Here, let me scoot up closer to the camera with all that, and maybe that'll help. Amy Joe, how's it going? Well, I have noticed that since I go to the doctor in Asheville, I have extended my Facebook Marketplace to cover that area. And I've noticed that somebody had been posting a lot of different types of wood. And turns out they have a shop. That's what mainly what they do is sell wood. So I went in there looking around and they had those and I seen it and I had to have it. They're a little bit better than 1/4 of an inch thick, but not quite a 1/2 inch. 3 inches wide and almost 2 foot long. And I price checked one. If you ordered one of those boards from Rockler, it would be $15.99. I got those $5 a piece. So if any of you guys are near Asheville, that would be a very good store for you to check out. Yeah, well, that's what I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to make out of them. They're really, really dense though, so it probably dull all my blades. But I believe I'm going to try to make a small box out of one of them at least, and then I might try to make a little credit card wallet. One of the hard wallets you keep, credit cards and business cards in, and maybe glue a money clip to it. Hey Feather, how's it going? I can't believe I didn't realize that was you the first time you commented on one of my videos. Of course, in all fairness, I'm about blind and can't see that little bitty picture either. Hey Josh, how's it going? Yeah, getting old definitely sucks. I can say that to be true. I don't have to have regular glasses yet, but if I try to read something small, I have to have readers. It wouldn't be much more than a ring box that way. There's not a whole lot of wood there. Well, Amy Joe, in all fairness, I would have been laughing too, I do believe. Like I'm looking at the chat here on my fiance's phone and I can just barely read it. I don't wear sunglasses much anymore. If the sun's real black bright, I just close my eyes, which is okay as long as I'm not driving. It causes a little bit of trouble if I'm driving, but not too bad. Did y'all hear that cat? Okay, I'm not crazy then. All right. Amy Joe, I've got about 20 cats. Well, I'm still not exactly for sure where it come from. It's not in the shop. It's probably under the house, and it probably come through that little air duct between the basement and the underside of the house. But it don't take much to end up with 20 cats. It really don't. My fiance's nephew and his girlfriend had one, and they had to move, and they couldn't take it where they moved, so they asked if I would keep it for them, and I said yes. So it got out one night, and then a litter of kittens came a couple of months later. And then this happened a second time. And then the other ones got out, and then other litters of kittens come, and it didn't take no time to get up to 20 cats. Yeah, old path. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm farming them. I'm going to sell them to the Chinese restaurant. I don't know though. I mean, cats do serve their purposes. Don't have to worry much about mice or anything like that. I mean, they're a little bit expensive to feed, but as long as I don't end up with 20 more, I should be okay. Hey, Josh, are you still in here? Well, it doesn't have to be Josh. It can be any of them. How many of you make the American flags? Because I have a question for one of you. Maybe. Maybe not. Hmm. Well, hell, I'm missing a stencil somewhere. Good night, little blue. You guys that make American flags, I got me a star set of stencil for the stars finally, but how do you proportion your flag in conjunction with the stars? I mean, do you how, do you know? Do you understand what I'm saying without me sounding like a moron trying to say it again? Maybe. I found it. But that's where the frick is my tape measure? The stencil's about 8 1/4 by 11 1/2 or so. I feel that way every night, Cat. Let's see, what other cool stuff have I got here? Let's see. Got some dragon stencils. I got this little flag stencil here. Letter and number stencils. Got some pagan Viking symbols and some nature symbols with bears and stuff. Stencils, not symbols, I apologize. That'll look nice on something right there, I'll bet. around an inch by an inch, feather. Okay, let's see here. I think I showed you guys everything else. Does anybody have any video requests? Where's everybody at tonight? We've usually got about 10 or 11 people in here. Everybody mad at me because I've been gone for a couple of weeks? Excuse me just a real quick second, guys. Cat's in charge. I'm coming, I'm coming. Oh, I apologize for that, guys. See you, old path, if you're not already gone. Hey, Plywood, how's it going? Seven stripes fit beside your stars. Thank you, Feather. I appreciate that. Got anything in particular you're trying to make, Cat? Ooh, textured art. That sounds like fun. Boy, 30 years has been a long time. But don't get me wrong, 30 years ago were some good times, too. Let's see, I would have been 15, 30 years ago. Yeah, those were some good times. So what are these art fairs, Josh? Is it just like a craft fair only for art? Is that pretty much what you're talking about? Well, everybody's quiet tonight. That's the shitty thing about here, feathers. They don't really have much of anything here. They've got the Old Oak Festival and Iris Festival, and that's about it in Greenville anyway. And you can't really afford to set up at either one of them. It costs for a 10 by 10 space $75 at the Old Oak Festival and $185 for a 10 by 10 outside at the Iris Festival. It's crazy. There's Flossie. I love your name so much, Flossie. I swear. Every time I see it, I can hear Mama being out in the store and seeing some woman dressed up real nice and fancy, and she'd say, "Look at Miss Flossie May over there." Feather knew Mama. She knows what I'm talking about. Oh my God, Flossie, are you serious? Oh my Lord. That's hilarious. All right, little blue, you have a good night. Have I ever asked you how old you are, Flossie? Let's see. Are you between 40 and 50? Fifty and 60? Between 50 and 60. Okay. I probably could get closer. If I would actually look at your picture, I could probably guess, but I'm not going to. And you see, Kat, I disagree with that. I don't think you are a responsible man if you do not ask a woman her age. I know. I was just making a point. Because I mean, what if you don't ask a woman her age and she's just 16 there, and then there's a problem, you see? You've always got to ask a woman her age. Hey, we might do that, Feather. Holler at me on Messenger. I'll have a load of carpenter bee traps done sometime this week if nothing else don't get in the way. If you want a couple, just let me know. What's up, Chase? Yeah, they were terrible last year. One of the guys I sold some to said he had just built a brand new deck and they had done tore it all to pieces. I'm hoping I'm hoping they won't be as bad this year as they were last year, but I expect they're going to be way worse. Of course, some of the stuff I'm doing right now, I should have had done 2 weeks ago, I guess, but it is what it is. I'm lazy. I'm a slacker. Always have been. That's just me. Check on my phone. I don't even know if it was charged or not before I started this. Okay, yeah, we still got some battery. All right. Have a good night, Feather. Yeah, I did earlier there, Chase. I don't know if there's new people in here since then or not. Oh, shit. Did you get to see these, Josh? These things are absolutely gorgeous. Bolivian rosewood. I think Madaro is the other name. Yeah, I believe I'm going to do a box, a small little ring box like thing. And since they're so thin, I think I may try to route me a spot out and make a little like debit card wallet thing and put a money clip on the end of it. Hey Chase, where do you live? You're somewhere around here. How close are you to Asheville? That's where it's at, in Asheville. I will be going back to that store when I go back to the doctor. Hey Don, what's going on? Yeah, West Virginia. You know, we've done had this conversation tonight, haven't we? I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm brain dead. But if you ever get over towards Asheville, the name of the store is Scrounger's Paradise. And that guy that runs it's the friendliest guy you could ever even think of. I mean, we sat and talked to him for about 20 or 30 minutes just talking. He's got all kinds of wood and he's got some really good prices. But from what I looked up online, them boards would be like $16 a piece, and I got them for $5 a piece. So I ain't got my jacket down here. I'd pull his business card out for you. But I've been doing some thinking past couple of days, and maybe instead of just doing woodworking, maybe I should try to do something like that too. Maybe, open a lumber store type deal like that, because I mean, he sells some woodworking projects. He has a damn CNC machine in there the size of my shop. I don't know if I saw any white oak. I know I saw red oak and cedar. I'll slide you his number here when I get off the live, and you can call him and talk to him. He might have some. He had a little bit of everything. Yeah, bees are pretty boring till you throw a rock at their nest. Did you get that message I sent you, Kat? Hello, is this thing working? Is anybody there? Everybody's awful quiet tonight. Now, them carpenter bees, I don't see that they serve much of a purpose. Now, honeybees, on the other hand, yeah, we definitely need to save them. It sprinkled for about 5 minutes earlier, and then it didn't do anything else. And they had talked like we were going to get really wicked storms this weekend. I stay sluggish and tired anymore. I didn't even get all of my Sunday chores done today. Yeah, I'll just do them in the morning. Flossie, I wouldn't mind having a couple of beehives myself if my fiance wasn't allergic. But carpenter bees, I mean, all they do is tear stuff up. They're not much, they don't really do much as far as pollinating or anything goes, so they're not of much use. That's why I make the bee traps. You know, I used to like shrimp when I was a kid, but I went with my father and stepmother to a seafood restaurant in town. And I ordered a big, huge plate of shrimp. I'm talking, plate was this big around and piled up that high with shrimp. And I ate a few pieces of it and it didn't taste right. And I wouldn't eat any more of it. And my stepmother throwed a huge fit and made me sit there and eat that whole plate of shrimp. I spent the next week so sick. We'll just say it wasn't pretty and leave it at that. There was a point that I just finally got so tired I just stripped down and laid down in the bathtub. It was bad. That's the worst case of food poisoning I've ever had in my life. I missed like a week of school because of it. I mean, I would make my kids eat something they asked for like that. But if they told me that it didn't taste right or something, I always checked it to make sure that it was fine before I would make them eat anything. Hell, I'll be honest with you, she probably knew it was bad and just wanted to see me get sick. She didn't much like me, which is okay because I didn't much like her either. Still don't. I don't know. I've not seen them in 19 years now. She could have changed her ways, I guess, but I doubt it. I think I was 10 at that time. Might have been 11. I didn't have enough sense to be able to explain that it tasted rotten or whatever, you know. I just tell them it didn't taste good. And apparently that wasn't an excuse not to eat it. But I've not touched the stuff since. I'll try a piece here or there if somebody asks me to, but I no. I'd rather fish with it than eat it. Hell, you never know. That could have been what she was trying to do, get rid of me. Hmm. Where's my damn pencil? Hmm. I don't know if I like that placement. What do you guys think about this placement? If you can see it, let me see here. I was trying to figure out how I could make me a sign out of them and which way to orientate it, but orientate it. You know what I mean, damn it. Hmm. So do any of you guys make with it crossing at the top? Oh, I think I know what you're saying now. I got you. Is that what you meant? Oh shit! I didn't mean for it to be quite that close. Come on, damn it! Is that better? I could cross it on either R, or I could cross it on the I too. That was the first one I done, Josh. See if I can get this up right this time. First try. Yes, I have a logo, but I don't have a way to. Well, I mean, I guess I could print it out, but uh, if I'm not mistaken, it should be on the Facebook group. If not, it's on my business page. Yeah, it's the picture on the Facebook group. Oh, I was just trying to make me a little sign, just more or less see what it was going to look like. Hmm. How did Honestly, Flossie, it's not for any reason other than just experimentation. But yeah, it's going to be the shop a sign for the shop, or at least one that'll sit behind me here or something while I'm on lives. But I'm really just doing it to test it out. Sounds like the dogs and cats are having fun. Hmm. Damn, I'm out of paper. Hmm. A cookie? Do you mean a cookie, Flossie? Is that what you're trying to say? I don't know. In all honesty, I could see doing a whole Scrabble letter sign of cookies. That would be kind of neat, honestly. I think, anyway. Of course, I'm weird, but one of you said you had made some of these. How did you mount the sign together? Did you just run a strip of wood down the back and nail or glue to it, or did you do it some other way? Can't remember if it was Josh or Old Path that said they had done it. I think everybody done went to bed. I didn't realize Cat left a while ago. Hey, Flossie, tell me how loud this is. Was that really loud? Okay. That was my sander. I was just seeing what it's going to sound like when I start doing stuff on lives. Josh, was it you that said you had made some of the Scrabble letter signs? Maybe it was Old Path that said that then. I was trying to figure out how everybody puts them together. Do they just try to strip a wood along the back of them, or what do they do? My fiance's ordered me all kinds of stencils. She even ordered me a set of stamps to. I was gonna make a calendar, but them might be a little bit small for the calendar. What else do I have here? I ordered me some bottle opener inserts to make some bottle openers with. I think that's what I'll do with the piece of red oak I got from Lowe's out of the coal bin. I've had these stamps for days now and I ain't got to play with them yet. It must be my ink. Well, these ain't even broke apart. Have a good night, Josh. Get you plenty of rest. We'll see you tomorrow. I don't know if I'll do a lunchtime live or not tomorrow. We'll see what all's going on. Instead of doing a live, I think I might go ahead and get my projects built up to sell. I do need to take the time to do that. What the hell? Am I blind? No hell. Okay. There's the O. There's the N. Uh-huh. What do you think, Flossie? Do you like our little community that we have here? I just wish I could get it grown a little bit more. I screwed up the E with that little stamp there, but at least I know that it works and how it works now. I got these stamps because I intend on one of my projects being a farmhouse calendar, but I don't know if these letters are going to be big enough or not. I might have to go up a size. Check out Timu, Flossie. All these stencils that I've got and these stamps, they all came from Timu. For things like that, Timu is definitely the place to go, it seems like. So my fiance's ordered a whole ton of stuff. Well, maybe one day you'll be able to pay one back there, Plywood. I mean, you've got a way to make money, just work at it. Between my woodworking and if I ever get monetized on YouTube, between the two, if I could make between $15,000 and $20,000 a year, I could quit work and put all of my time into woodworking and YouTube. That is my goal. I bought me a big book the other day of furniture plans. I'm going to start out with some outdoor furniture this year and see how it goes, and then start working my way into fine furniture. You know, tables that are like $5,000 and $10,000. You know, tables expensive enough that you could sell 3 of and not have to work the rest of the year. That would be cool. Probably not going to happen, but it's nice to daydream about anyway. Because of a illness or injury or surgery or what, Plywood, we might can find a way to work around it and maybe get you doing something anyway. Because apparently there are people that are totally blind that still do woodworking, so if you want to add me on Facebook and message me, we'll see if we can find a way to help you still be able to do a little bit of work and we can help you in any way. So one arm will be immobilized. Okay. Yeah, that would make things somewhat more difficult, but there are ways you could work around it if you're careful. You're not going to be able to do everything, but there are some things you could do. It might take a little bit longer. You could even use your miter saw or hell, even your circular saw with one arm, as long as you clamp the piece you're working on down really, really good. I'm gonna have to experiment with that some this week and see what. Yeah, that's got me curious now. We'll see what we can figure out. I'm sure there's still some things we can get you working and making sawdust and making. I'm sure of it. But do at least kind of follow your doctor's orders. I had a hernia repair surgery back 2010, 2011, and I wasn't supposed to do any lifting or moving or anything, but we had been evicted from the trailer we were living in and had to move, so I was packing and loading furniture in a U-Haul by myself and all this crazy stuff. So is it your dominant hand that's going to be immobilized, your dominant arm? Crap. I'll still stand by and say that you could use jigsaw, circular saw, miter saw with one hand, even if it's not your dominant hand, as long as you clamp down the piece of wood you're cutting. That might mean having to cut it on sawhorses and clamp it on the sawhorse and go that route. But I believe it's doable. I really do. I mean, you're not going to be able to do everything, no, but I do believe you can do some. I had to have a tendon repair one time on my index finger on my right hand, and after they done that, it had a bandage on it about as big around as this Gorilla Wood glue bottle here. So I couldn't really use my right hand for nothing. So I started learning how to use my left. Hell, that rotator cuff surgery, I don't know. I can't guarantee you that'll heal anyway. They wouldn't operate on mine. They said it wasn't bad enough for surgery, but it was bad enough that physical therapy wouldn't help it. So I just had to deal with it. And I know that sucks. That's a painful thing to deal with. But as I start doing new things, I build up new muscles around it to help compensate for it. But yeah, just don't try lifting anything real heavy with it. I believe we can get you doing a few things anyway. Even a little something like these Scrabble letter signs, that would be something good for you to do. I use cedar fence pickets, so I had to do some sanding, but you could buy some wood that wouldn't really need to be sanded and just go through your miter saw with it. Set you a stop block to the size you want it, like 5 inches or whatever, and scoot your wood in, clamp it down, pull your saw down, make your cut, remove your piece that you cut, unclamp your board, move up to your stop block, clamp it back down, make your next cut. It's going to be slow. It's not going to be anything superhuman or amazing, but it's going to you can get it done that way. I do believe it. See, I've come up with this new theory here lately on life in general. I'm going to start treating it like a video game. You know, you go through a video game, leveling up your character, doing this and that and the other. I'm gonna try to spend as much time in the shop as I can making stuff, trying to learn something new. If not, I'm going to at least, look through some woodworking books and look at plans and things like that, just to level up that skill. You could do the same thing with working out. Just treat it like it's a video game and level yourself up just like you would a video game character. If that made sense to anybody, I don't know if you guys play video games, but it made sense to me. Like today, when I realized I was going to have to go to town and wasn't going to get in the shop as early as I wanted to, I got that big book of furniture plans and I started reading it, going through and looking at the plans in it and seeing what I thought might sell or might not sell or might be worth having at home as far as that goes. And I'm not even halfway through it yet. It's a huge book. Do you guys have an Ollie's bargain barn where you all live? It's a closeout type of store. Go check out their book section, Flossie. They'll have some good woodworking books in there from time to time. Hang on a second, I'll show you that furniture book I'm talking about. Give me just a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh shit. It was $4.99, and it is 512 pages. And yes, Flossie, I get my some of my stains there too. See, I got me a Verathane espresso from there, $4.99. I have gotten bad cans of stain from there before, but if you shake them before you get them, you can tell if they're bad or not. But they're definitely worth that. That's probably one of my favorite stores, to tell you the truth. But yeah, they have Minwax, they have Verathane, and they have Rust-Oleum. Just about all the stains I've got has been from there. But it's definitely worth going in there and looking at their books. And when I was first starting out, Flossie, I went to Gutenberg.org. If you'll Google Project Gutenberg, it'll take you to the website, and you can search for books, type in woodworking for beginners or something to that effect, or just woodworking as far as that goes, and it'll bring you up all of the. Yeah, we don't have a Joann's, but I saw they were going out of business. But if you go that's it. I done forgot what I was saying now. What was I saying? Oh, Gutenberg. Google Project Gutenberg, or just go to Gutenberg.org, Gutenburg. And they have all kinds of old. Type in woodworking for beginners. There's one that is woodworking for boys, and a boys workshop, and woodworking for amateurs. Those are good books. They were released in the late early 1900s, most of them. If I would have had access to those books when I was 12, my life might have taken an entirely different direction. I think I'm going to buy me a bunch of 2x4s and rip them down and You didn't have to be a boy. You could still have been a woodworker as a girl, even back in the dinosaur days that you lived in. Oh, Flossie, I know you're from around Appalachia. It was proper. Women had to pitch in and help out too. Or that's how it was here anyway. Everybody was in the tobacco patch working from the time I could remember. Me, Mom, Mama, Papa, Uncle Roger, his wife. But I wasn't even really interested in anything like that back then. Oh, if I could go back and have just seen one of those books. There's been 2 or 3 points in my life that I could have seen my life taking a different direction and me being a lot better off than what I am right now. And that would be one of them. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that either, Flossie. I tried to learn, but I tried to learning it too late after my hands were done screwed up. See, I knew all that stuff, but the rest of my family didn't. I guess we were the hillbillies, the hill people. Yep, we were the hill people then. Southern Georgia is close enough to big cities, bigger cities than what we are, so. I mean, there's some bigger towns close to where I'm at, but nothing like what Atlanta is, or I'm trying to think of that other big city down that way. But yeah, definitely read some of those, go through some of those books on Project Gutenberg. You'll definitely enjoy those. Matter of fact, you might even recognize some of my beginner series of videos coming from there, because that's where part of my ideas for my videos come from at the beginning. When I was in about 5th or 6th grade, I think it was 6th grade, everybody was getting ready to go to a nice restaurant to eat in Johnson City, which is a big town up from here, for a field trip. So they made everybody learn table manners and all the forks and spoons and what they do and all that crap, and which I didn't get to go because I was always in trouble, but they did still make me learn it all. And I to this day have never used it again. Have not used it since learning it. Let me run upstairs and see what's going on. Somebody's mom's trying to call. So something must be going on. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Yeah, I never did care much for anything like that. I mean, I'll put it to you this way. Where I'm from, the fanciest restaurant we had for a long, long time was Applebee's, which apparently is not a fancy restaurant, according to people. But that was our date restaurant. That was the fanciest one we've had. Now, we do have a steakhouse that I've never been able to afford to go to, but I don't know if it's any good or not. So I couldn't tell you how fancy it is, but you see, everybody always asks me, what do you want to eat? And don't get me wrong, I like food and I like the taste of food, but honestly, I don't care where I eat because all it is just fuel to keep me going. So I don't care. Food's food. Yeah, I don't drink anymore. Haven't in a decade now. I'm hypoglycemic, so I have trouble sometimes keeping my blood sugar up. So I haven't done one here lately, but I would keep a jar of peanut butter. I would scoop some of it out and put it aside, and for the rest of the jar, I would fill it up with sugar and mix it together. So I would have peanut butter and sugar, and just a couple of spoonfuls of that would bring my sugar back up if I needed it. A holiday drinker. Is that one of the people that says every day's a holiday so they get drunk? Yes, I know what you really mean. I just thought that was funny. Don't get me wrong though, I used to love to drink, but If it hadn't have been for my medications, I probably would still drink, but it doesn't want it and one of my medications just don't go very well together. One of my medicines just turned my stomach against drinking. I can take a drink or two and it just tears my stomach all to pieces, so it ain't worth it. Oh God, that's something I definitely don't miss is a hangover. Ew, eggnog. Eggnog has a good flavor, but not such a great texture. How old are you, Plywood? You're 67 and have never had a hangover? Holy crap. I am impressed. Oh, Flossie told me how old she was. Oh, you mean you're impressed too, not that you're 67 too. Damn, everybody left. Oh, no, two more people came in. Hey guys that came in, pop in and say hi. Let us know you're here so we can talk to you. Yeah, everybody's been pretty good about hitting the like button today. I will say that. Is my paint dry yet? Yeah, my paint's dry now. I do like the way those look. Let's see something here. Oh yeah, that really made that come to life, didn't it? What do you think, Plywood? That slack really made that come to life, didn't it? I didn't think it would do that quite like that. I usually don't have a whole lot of luck when I do that. Just on plain cedar without having something else done to it. Yeah, I don't believe I would have a problem charging people $3 a piece for letters like that. And that can add up quick too. If say somebody wants a sign with all of their family names on it, and there's 4 of them, that $3 a letter could add up real quick. Holy shit! It's already 12:18. Oh, I didn't realize it was that late. How long we been going? We've been going 2 hours and 11 minutes. That's pretty good. I believe we'll go till about 12:30. But yeah, it's definitely going to suck having your arm immobilized like that. But you can learn to use your other arm. Like I was saying, when I had that finger operated on, I had to learn to use my left hand, and I got to where I could use both for pretty much anything. Hey, Flossie, check out my C now. I hit it with some shellac. That really made it come to life, didn't it? Yeah, I wouldn't feel bad at all charging people $3 a letter for a sign with those. I would just have to figure out how I was going to put them together. Hmm. Oh, I have to put some thought into it. I think I'll have them separated for. It really depends on what the customer wants, but I'd say I'll probably have a little bit of separation. But I don't know. I might just have them together. Yeah, I believe I'll make them together. I might just put strips of wood behind them, little nailers to nail them to or something. Because they'll still have to be mounted to the wall. Hmm. Together with me. Uh, Tap on the 3 dots in the upper right hand corner and scroll down to live chat settings and look at chat filter and see if it says all messages or top messages plywood. But the only people that are chatting is me, you, and Flossie. So yeah, Flossie, I ain't never understood that either. It looks like it would have it on all messages instead of just top messages. I ain't never quite figured it out. Oh, damn, is it that day already? Yeah. Means I got to deal with that at work. Yay. Well, considering I work at John Deere, I don't guess it'll be too hard to be wearing green, will it? I've got green on my hat. The grass that the snakes coiled up on is green. Holy crap, what a bald spot. I wished I hadn't done that and seen that now. I got it at Lowe's, Flossie. It wasn't but like $5 or $6 for that little 4x8 sheet, or 8x10 sheet, sorry. She'll go back to the lumber and just go a couple aisles down from the lumber. There'll be an aisle that has plexiglass in it. It'll be right there where the pegboard and stuff's at. Or should be. You can ask somebody that works there if you can't find it. But they have it in all kinds of sizes. They can even custom cut you some. But that little 8x10 sheet wasn't $5 or $6, something like that. Can't remember exactly, but it was less than $10. They'll have some cheaper stuff. It's just there's a few different kinds. I don't know where I threw the plastic off of them, but they can't read it anyway. It don't look like that label's beat off. You can't see it, but try to find some of what they already have cut, and I can't remember if it's acrylic sheeting, plastic sheeting, it's something sheeting along those lines is what it's called, but no, there's cheaper than that. About what size are you looking for? Do you know? It wasn't real thick. It wasn't even an eighth. It wasn't even an eighth of an inch thick. I don't have the box down here, or I would tell you. Or I would measure it for you if I could. But it was about the same thickness as my table saw blade. A little bit less. Where's my calipers? I just seen them a minute ago. It was a little bit thinner than that groove. And yes, you spelled dado correctly. Let's see, 32. But I mean, yeah, you could do that too if you could find a window, old window or something. That would work also. I mean, I'll get on their website here in a few minutes and I'll see what I can find and send you a message. It might be tomorrow. I might just go in there tomorrow. I need to anyway. Okie dokie, guys. It's 12:30. I believe I'm gonna hop off of here for the night. We've been at it for 2 hours and 23 minutes now. I think we've done pretty good. All right, Flossie, Plywood, whoever else is in here. You guys have a good night. I might try to do this at lunchtime tomorrow. I don't know yet. I'll see how I feel. I may end up going to town instead, but never can tell. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I always enjoy having y'all around. Have a good night.